From a quarterback making a one-handed catch with no gloves.
Jones! Oh, what a catch by Daniel Jones!
To a catch so iconic, it got put on a Rolls-Royce.
Doubt either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
These are the 10 craziest catches in NFL history. And to kick things off at number 10, we got Calvin Johnson, making one of the most disrespectful catches you will ever see. This man managed to come down with a catch in triple coverage and a Hail Mary play.
Tackle for Hilliard. There's Stafford, who took a hit, firing for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown.
Yo, not only did he cook the triple coverage, but dude also mossed 3 grown-ass professional football players at the same time. And then he had the audacity to dunk on their heads with a celebration too. But even Calvin Johnson doing a basketball celebration after a score is not as crazy as number 9, cause this dude managed to turn a simple catch into a volleyball play, and then back to football with the craziest sequence you will ever see.
Johnson, here's the snap. Here comes the jailbreak blitz. Throw a pass, call, bounce in the air, and it is done.
Oh, he caught it back.
Caught back. Joe Durham misses.
And caught
touchdown. He tipped it in the air like a volleyball player, and then he went chasing after it and made a spectacular catch.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
No, I actually had to replay this.
Yeah, they talk about concentration and being able to do things. And I'll say he has showed it on both of these. Look, he tips the ball up in the air, locates it again, and then goes and gets it.
Dude really turned one catch into 2 insane catches on the same play just because he wanted to hit that end zone. Now that is tough. And speaking of tough, up until now we've seen quarterbacks throwing the ball and receivers making the catches. I mean, that's what they get paid millions to do. But at number 8, we got the complete opposite of that. Now this is Daniel Jones, the man whose whole job is to throw the ball, so his receivers can make the catches. But for this one play, dude said, forget all that, switched positions, and turned into Odell Beckham.
Again. Reverse. It's Pettis to Jones. Oh, what a catch by Daniel Jones!
A one-handed catch from a quarterback is already insane, but dude did this at the end of the third quarter too. And the craziest part is some trash-ass receiver couldn't pull this off even if you gave them 100 tries. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones out here snagging one-handed catches with no gloves. Damn! And speaking of which, I gotta confess, coming in at number 7 is a catch I have only ever seen in Madden. And I never thought I'd combine these words when talking about a real NFL catch, but Danny Amendola pulled off the most insanely absurd flying one-handed catch that looks too good to actually be true.
With a nice play. They blitzed the safety on that play as well. No place for Bradford. Checks it down. What a catch. He can still lunge forward.
No way. Dude flew through the air, stretched out, and damn near broke his whole body in half just to pull that catch in. Now, I can't lie. So far, every crazy catch we've seen has been on the offensive side of the ball. And look, I get it. That's where most of the magic happens. But what Micah Hyde did for our number 6 play is not just filthy, it's downright ridiculous.
For 91 yards. And he gets it away, and it's going to be picked off at the 43-yard line.
Wait, hold up. I gotta run that back in slow-mo again. A one-handed, backhanded interception catch? Man, that ain't a football play. That's straight-up wizardry. But now that we're in the NFL Top 5 craziest catches, we gotta take things to a whole different level. And for that, we're rolling it back to 2008, when Marty Booker straight up stole the spotlight against the Detroit Lions with a catch that should have been impossible.
Out of the shotgun, here comes the pass rush. And that one is caught.
What a catch by Marty Booker!
Dude really hauled in a 30-yard pass with his non-dominant hand, barely inches above the ground. Man, my jaw was on the floor watching that. And speaking of which, at number 4, we gotta talk about Cole Beasley, cause dude has some of the wildest catches you will ever see in your life. Like, this time, he pulled off the most ridiculous catch against the Giants. A glitchy, behind-the-head, one-handed catch in the fourth quarter? Man, even I didn't know that was physically possible. But even that ain't as crazy as what he did against the Giants again a year later, when he made a catch so insane, nobody in the entire world thought he actually caught it in the end zone.
Prescott, pressure from Vernon, spins away, looking, throwing, going end zone, Beasley's in, incomplete! An unbelievable catch, but he's out of bounds, and the Giants will win it.
Did I just hear incomplete? Out of bounds? But when the Zebras, my bad, the refs went back and checked that catch, they had absolutely no choice.
After review, the receiver got a knee down and maintained control of the ball. Therefore, we have a touchdown. Please set the game clock to 1 minute and 12 seconds. 1:12.
But as crazy as that was, you will never see a catch like our number 3, where one single play gave us both one of the greatest Hail Marys and one of the clutchest touchdown catches in NFL history. So legendary, it literally got its own nickname. Now in this game, the Lions were up 20 points on the Packers, and everybody thought Green Bay was finished, until Aaron Rodgers started dragging them all the way back into the game.
That Detroit offense and give that Green Bay defense a chance for a turnover.
Here's the handoff to Starks. The ball is fumbled into the end zone and fallen on by Cobb for a touchdown. Randall Cobb recovers it.
But even after all that, the Packers were still down 23-21 with 0 time left on the clock. One final play, one last chance, Aaron Rodgers taking the shotgun snap, and then absolute insanity happened.
But I think, can the receivers get far enough down the field?
Rodgers in trouble.
It's going to get there.
He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in him? In the end zone, it is caught for the win!
Now that right there was a game-winning 61-yard touchdown catch to cap off what was the longest game-winning play in NFL history. But the craziest part, it was literally Rodgers to Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers launched one of the greatest Hail Mary passes ever. Richard Rodgers came down with it for the touchdown, and just like that, the play was forever known as the Miracle in Motown. Now, don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers' Hail Mary was crazy, but no catch in NFL history had the entire NFL in a chokehold, quite like number 2. Now this is Odell Beckham Jr., and if you were really paying attention back then, you'd know this man wasn't random at all. Odell had been going viral for one-handed catches, even in practice, building up a reputation like he was training for something bigger than football itself, but everything finally lined up for him to unleash what would become the most iconic catch of his career in a 2015 game against the Cowboys.
Is the running back. Play action. And Manning's going to heave one. There's a flag. Beckham, a one-handed catch. How in the world?
And it wasn't just a crazy highlight either. This catch straight up changed his entire life. It turned him into a global name overnight, landed him on the cover of Madden, and became so legendary that it even got immortalized on his custom Rolls-Royce. That Odell catch literally rewrote the playbook. But the crazy part is it's still not even the number 1 catch on this list. Now, taking the top spot is a catch so insane, it bagged itself an actual award. Back in 2022, in a clash between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills, there were not one, but 2 absolutely crazy catches that had the whole world going nuts. First up, it was Stephon Diggs, who pulled off an unreal one-handed catch that would have been number 1 on anybody else's list.
The final play of the third quarter, Josh Allen with time to throw, looks, fires, one-handed catch.
But as crazy as that was, just a few minutes later, the Vikings started their comeback, and with the win within reach, Justin Jefferson, almost in the exact same spot, decided he was going to go even crazier and attempt an even more unbelievable catch.
As we welcome you to Orchard Park with 2 minutes left in a 4-point game. Kirk Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness!
Now, not only did that catch help them win the entire game, but that is the kind of play you just know is going down in NFL history as an all-timer. And if that wasn't enough, that one single catch won Jefferson the Player of the Year award, and nobody on earth could argue with it.
And the 2022 AP Offensive Player of the Year is
Justin Jefferson.
But here's the crazy part. Football doesn't stop at the catches because sometimes the most disrespectful moments don't come from catches. They come from rushing yards.
All kinds of mismatches depending on where he lines up. Here's Tomlinson, big burst, still on his feet, the 20, the 10, touchdown, second.
So if you thought these were insane, wait till you see players absolutely demolish defenders with the most brutal stiff arms in NFL history. And hey, why haven't you subscribed yet?